you came so strange and shy.
Sometimes when people think about boarding schools, they think about dormitories and cold showers and lack of privacy and bullying and unpleasantness. But the reality at a school like Harrow is that Tom Brown's school days, is dead years ago.
I think coming to Harrow is a powerful experience because the boys are hit very much by the history and the traditions of the place.
It's fascinating. You start with these chaps appearing as sort of little squeakers, age 13, and 5 years later, there they are, 18 and a half, and hopefully ready for the world.
They do seem to come across as very confident Harrovians. There's a self-confidence that's there that I think we build on by trying to get them to be independent and to think for themselves, but also to be aware of the history that they're becoming part of.
We're also at the same time trying to produce boys that are aware of the world outside and are perhaps aware that they have a privileged position within it.
Founded 4 centuries ago as a charity school for the poor, Harrow has become one of Britain's most expensive schools. £16,800 each year for a boy's education. No fewer than 7 prime ministers have been taught here. While safeguarding its age-old traditions, the school has to survive in the modern marketplace of the 21st century. As the new school year approaches, 13-year-old James Robson is getting ready to start his new life at Harrow.
Hey, I'm going to jump in, so you better get out of the way.
James has never boarded before. In the next few days, he will leave his family behind to live with 60 other boys in a boarding house at Harrow on the Hill. James is joining one of only 3 public schools which remain exclusively all boys and all boarding. But competition for boys is growing, and Harrow's market share is now in the hands of new headmaster Barnaby Lennon.
This is coming on, but won't be ready for about 2 weeks.
He spent £1.5 million on a modernisation scheme, but with just days to go before 800 boys descend on the school, the work is behind schedule.
Always like this at the beginning of every academic year, because all the substantial building work has to be done in the 8 weeks of the summer holiday. The projects always take 9 or 10 weeks, and so there's always a bit of muddling through in the first week.
Before the autumn term begins, the Robsons visit the school tailors. James will have a uniform befitting nearly 400 years of tradition.
Right, first we'll start with the Sunday wear, which consists of a white shirt, striped trousers, black waistcoat, and tailcoat. So what I'd like you to do, James, is try on the shirt and the trousers, and when you come back out, we'll try on the other items of the uniform.
Okay.
Okay, change room's just around the corner there. Most boys have an account here for their day-to-day needs, so James can just pop in.
You look very grown up. How does it feel?
Okay, James, I've got the black tie for you to try on. Okay, the black tie you wear every day of the week, as well as Sunday. And do you know why you wear the black tie? No, because of Queen Victoria. When Queen Victoria died in 1901, the governors at the school decided that there'll be 100 years of mourning. So officially you're meant to wear the tie until the year 2001.
I think every mother wants, whatever school they send their child to give them an all-round social graces, an academic environment, but more than anything that he will be really happy there, learn how to live with other people and respect other people.
Another tradition, I think it was George the III, or George the V, I can't remember offhand, but he was quite a large man, and he can actually physically do the bottom button up. So again, out of tradition, the boys leave the bottom button undone.
Matron prepares the rooms for the 160 new boys for whom Harrow will be home for the next 5 years.
It's very good for new boys to share a room because then they get to know one other boy pretty well at an early stage. But one has to strike a balance between privacy on the one hand and wanting to encourage friendships amongst these boys, most of whom, of course, are coming from very different schools. And in these early days, our experience has been that this works extremely well. The aim is to get every room in Harrow like this one, as good as a 3-star hotel, put it that way.
Yep, that's right. There's a Harrow tailcoat here.
Right.
It'll sit like that. Have to do an alteration on the sleeve.
Definitely.
It's a bit long there.
Smart enough to get married in.
8 white shirts, 2 pullovers.
Leaving home will be hard, but because you'll be surrounded by everyone, it'll be good fun.
The older boys at Harrow are about to enter their final A-level year. Before term start, 20 select senior boys have been sent on a course designed to get them ready for their new role as school prefects, known as monitors.
The idea is to try to get them to, in a sense, it's a bonding exercise because we hope that over the year they will cooperate with each other and work together effectively as, you know, as a team.
It doesn't matter which order you go, you just stand up and grab it, but you should, push off your thigh.
The role of the monitors at Harrow is basically to keep control, I suppose, of the boys. People step out of line, you've got to put them back in.
This is the Harrow hat. Goes on your head like that. There's a strap that goes to the back of the head. Let's just pull it down. Okay, the hat was actually designed for posture, so when you're standing up straight with your shoulders back, it should tilt slightly forward. Okay? There's a thin coat of varnish already on the hat, but what most boys do is within the first week or so, they'll actually buy some yacht varnish from the bookshop and just put it over the hat.
How do I look? Very, very smart indeed, and grown up.
Different.
I think they bring the monitors over here to form a better team, so we can work better together, and then we can trust each other to do our jobs at the school as well.
It's up to you. Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. We got you standing up with Alex holding on to you.
Get Cecil up first. When do the boys get to wear the top hats?
If James becomes a monitor when he's in the 6th form, he'll be allowed to wear the top hat on Sundays. Would you like to try it on? You need to be a bit older to wear that.
Slightly large. Yeah, the point is just to gain a bit more confidence in ourselves and each other. Trust ourselves as a group. Feel that you can rely on each other.
These days, parents don't send their children to boarding schools because, you know, they want to get rid of them. They send them to boarding schools for positive reasons, because those who can get the money together want their children to go for reasons which have got nothing to do with status or prestige and everything to do with education, learning and life opportunities. That's what the parents are paying for, that's what they expect, that's what I expect to provide.
Very, very expensive, but I'm sure it's worth every penny.
It comes to £1,756.70, please.
On top of the school uniform, there are the fees and the extras. Over 5 years, James's education will leave the Robsons little change from £100,000.